and I just snugged down the one at the bottom with a nice flathead, and just, you know, angle it, not hitting the threads, snug it down. And once I got there and I felt it get a little tight, I just hit it and tapped it back and took a little bit of the pressure off, so it's nice and free. And now I just have to tighten that up. I'm gonna wait until I get my forks on though. I've got to rebuild these forks down here. Anyhow, got that going on. I'm doing the airbox mod right now on the O2 VFR 800. You have this little doodad. All you do, this is for your flapper, controls it right there. All you do is basically disconnect the vacuum hose on that. So that's what I did. I'm gonna run a chip in this bike, so I'll be able to tune it where I want it. Also, I want to make sure you don't drop anything in here. Keep this as clean. As you can see, it's super duper clean in there, so I want to keep it that way. When you pull this apart, like that, this piece sits down in that holds the filter. That is your filter. Sits right straight up in there. So you pull you take the screws out around it, flip it over, and then that just pulls out in one piece. Then you can get in here, and there's a snorkel piece, which is right there, and that's your air intake on that side. And what I did is I just pulled it out, took a screwdriver, pushed on a little bit, just slightly, and just pulled it out. If I wanted to put it back in, I could. I mean, it's not hurt. Anyway, rear frame assembly's painted, front frame's replaced. I mean, it's almost there. I just got to get the back wheel changed out. Need to get things painted. I did on the back part, I did Krylon Fusion paint for plastic on that, and it's turned out alright. I probably could have done a better job. I'm going to convert these to LED, but I need a resistor for each one of these bulbs. So whenever you have LED bulbs, you have to have a resistor. Otherwise you get them flickering, and they'll just flicker real quick on your turn signals. Just flip, flip, flip. So it's one of the problems with that. So anyway, this is how it's going to be. I need to paint the brake calipers. Another thing I'm going to try to do is figure out where I want to put this ECM at. And I'm thinking I'm going to try to stick it under here and mount it up in here to hide it. Somehow make a bracket. Because this wiring harness on this ECM actually runs across from the bottom of this all the way over, all the wires. So I can take it and just kind of shift it and move it back up here, I'm hoping, to kind of hide it, because it needs to be protected from the elements anyway. So we'll see how that goes. I have the forks, you know, there, so it's going to be kind of an interesting deal trying to hide that. And if all else fails, I planned on putting a fairing here anyway of some sort. But I don't want to just go with something like everybody else uses. I'd like to use like a four-wheeler fairings or something kind of different. Maybe make my own. I don't want to go with stock. I just want to kind of make it look different. Anyhow, that's the progress so far. And that's the flapper mod and the snorkel mod. That's all there is to that. So those two mods are done, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching my videos, and subscribe to me if you like what I'm doing and the builds I'm making. Jeeps and this bike, and you know, I'll be working on this bike and different things like this a lot because I like to do it. So thanks a lot. Make sure when you guys do this mod, I forgot to mention earlier when I was taking this apart, this right here, this vacuum, I even said it was a vacuum. You need to take this hose right here and either plug it where it's at and put it somewhere. It goes right down into there, and that solenoid or whatever vacuum right there, see it? Well, first off, get it pointed there, right there. Down underneath this plug right here. You can plug it down there right in the end, or you can just plug it up here. Get rid of some of the hoses. I'll probably just plug it right there somewhere. Anyhow, just want to make sure I made a note of that because I wasn't very thorough on that earlier. But anyway, thanks guys.